everybody. Welcome to the Hallmarkies podcast. And we are really excited. We are recapping week 5 of Hallmark Countdown to Christmas. Can you believe 5 weeks we are in? Unbelievable. So, if you're all having a very, very Merry Christmas season, I am film critic Rachel Wagner, and Anne is here.
Hi everyone, glad to
How are
be.
you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm excited that the movies are. I can't believe it's been 5 weeks already.
Yeah,
Um,
isn't that crazy?
but yeah, that is crazy. So happy Thanksgiving, yes, even though it's close. Thanksgiving is close.
Been
Um,
5 weeks, and we're still going strong.
yeah, still going strong.
Yeah,
Usually it's like after Thanksgiving, then it's like okay, now
yeah.
they're like getting burnt out. But
Well, and I'm so excited because this week is we finally post the final preview because we posted the Lifetime one, and then we have the BT own one that Dory and Jasmine did that'll post on this week on Monday, and so it's all been previewed.
all been previewed. Wow.
So, but yeah, this week they had 2 movies, and I hate to feel like a grumpy face, but I was not in love with either of these movies. So I'm sorry if I didn't hate them. We'll have good things to say, but always hate it when that kind of happens. Neither of these were as good as I wanted them to be.
Yeah, I feel the same. I think my expectations were, high, kind of. I
Yeah.
wanted both of them to be good. And I just had a high expectation and, my expectation wasn't met. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think of this season so far? Do you think it's been pretty good?
Okay, so including these two, I've only seen four Hallmark premieres so
Oh,
far.
okay.
Also, I haven't seen that
Oh,
many.
so just 2 others.
Yeah, just two others. The other was Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper, and Christmas on Duty.
Oh, okay.
So I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna watch the Christmas Above the Clouds with my mom. So I'm saving it probably for next week.
Oh, I'll be curious what you think of that.
Yeah,
Yeah. See.
I know she'll be into that one. And then I want to watch. I almost watched Wes and Gina's today, but I watched The Very Good
Oh,
Christmas instead. Um,
oh,
I do really want to watch that one, so I'm gonna also watch that one soon. But yeah,
yeah.
like the other two that I watched, like
Uh-huh.
I loved Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper. I really liked that one a
Yeah,
lot.
that was fun.
It was
That
very
was fun.
uh,
Yeah.
and I like the one with Janelle and that new guy Parker. I thought he was good.
Yeah.
I thought they were cute. Yeah.
Yeah. It had some like very silly aspects to
Oh,
it, but
yeah.
you know, but I thought it was fun. I enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. Yeah. Well, let's dive in. Let's talk about the three wisest men. Three Wisest Men. This is our third in our brothers trilogy, Three Wise Men trilogy. And it's three siblings deal with personal changes and their mother's decision to sell the family home before Christmas. Between in laws, wild animals, and a mall Santa, they try to make the holidays perfect. So before we dive into this new one, I guess what have been your feelings about the first two?
I mean, I love the first two. So
Yeah.
that's part of why my expectation was so high because I
Yes.
they were great, so fun, funny, just really good, really, really solid. So yeah, I really like both of them. It was really close. Like I feel like I like the first
Yeah.
one maybe a teeny bit more, but it's like so close for like, a sequel and it's
Yeah.
like it's hard. Usually sequel is like definitely not as good as the first one, but that one was it was very good.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think the thing I liked better about the second one is I liked that the plot, they didn't have to bend over backwards to make the plot work, where the first one, like it just made no sense that she left him the baby if he's not the dad of the baby. Like they should have just had him be the dad. I mean, it's fine, like
Yeah.
it's okay. You can have
Mhm.
flawed characters
Yeah.
that learn and grow. But the the camaraderie and the humor and the things I probably are a little bit better in the first one, but I just liked I loved, of course, the like theater kid energy of the second one too.
Yeah.
That was really fun. Them putting on that play
Yeah.
and I think it was like a lot of the gags that worked so well in the first one, like were really fun to revisit in the second one,
Mhm.
especially like Mark LeClark and then
Yeah.
you got was it Larry? Is that the name of the what's the name of the stepdad? Isn't his name Larry?
Oh, Roy?
Jerry,
Oh,
Jerry. And so you had Jerry, and that was fun. And so I really enjoyed the second one. I really enjoyed the first one. And yeah, this one, it felt a little, and I know it's not true. I know that they worked really, really hard in it. But even stuff that I really liked in some of the other ones, it felt like a little bit like a check. Oh, we gotta do this because the fans love this. Check. We've got
yeah.
to do we've got to do a Mark Clark joke. We've got to do I don't know. It just
Hmm.
it felt kind of uninspired and it just wasn't that funny. It's not awful. I didn't hate it, but
Yeah. I don't
I
think it's
don't
as funny as the first two.
no,
Yeah.
it's not as funny as the first two. And it just, I don't know, it just felt kind of uninspired,
Hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
That and I don't know. I just wanted it to be like more more than it was. I wanted it to be funnier. I wanted to enjoy it more.
Yeah. I
Um,
think I feel like we would have enjoyed, even though like how it was, I feel like we would have enjoyed it more had we had like a break, but also like
yeah.
it could have been, I feel like maybe the writing could have been more inspired also if we had longer period of time and not like
Yeah.
back to back. But also I feel like we would have been like, oh my gosh, we haven't seen them in 5 years.
Yeah.
Also, if it was longer. So I feel like maybe
Well,
they should have waited longer and maybe could more ideas could have also like come.
yeah, and I mean, I like the way in the second one they had the whole theater story, and I kind of wish they'd come up with something in this third one that would be sort of different and fun and inspired for them to do, as opposed to just the mom selling the
Yeah,
house.
exactly. That's the part that just feels like, okay, that was kind of it. Like the mom selling the house,
Yeah.
guys getting married. Yeah, they're having twins, but it wasn't like I don't know, there wasn't, yeah,
Hmm.
it just wasn't, it was different.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like what would have been fun. Like, I don't know, just something like to go back maybe back into the first movie. I know that they're having twins, but like what if you had the three brothers? Now I'm rewriting the movie and I know writers hate that, but what if you had like the three brothers all of a sudden have to take over the church or neighborhood daycare for Christmas to help the moms. And so
Yeah,
that would be
that
really
would be
funny because you'd have
hilarious.
like Tyler running around like, babies and trying to do like that would be really funny
Yeah,
and
yeah.
different.
What they were doing in the first one, trying to find diapers and
Hmm.
crazy things with the kid, and it was like, it was very like fun in that way. Whereas this one, the poor kid from the first two, he's upset and he's acting out,
Yeah.
getting two new people in his family, and he just
Hmm.
feels a lot of feelings about that. And so that was kind of sad that he wasn't like super fun because he was all just kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, I feel like I feel like the first two is like magical, and this one
Yeah.
magic.
I agree. This one, it felt sitcom-y to me. This felt like an episode of like Full House,
Yeah, yeah.
so.
Ho, ho, ho. We'd like to take a second and thank our sponsor for this episode of the podcast. It's the Hallmarkies Patreon.
Do you love Hallmarkies podcast, especially at Christmas?
Do you enjoy the holiday previews, recaps, interviews, and bonus episodes?
If the answer is yes, please consider supporting the Hallmarkies Patreon. We need your help to do what we do both during the Christmas season and all year round.
But not only do you help a podcast led by strong, independent women by becoming a Patreon, you get to become a part of the Hallmarkies family.
Starting at only $2 a month as a patron, you will have access to our Facebook Patreon group where we talk about the movies, shows, and more all year.
We also have many monthly patron watch-alongs with guests like Lacey Chabert, Natalie Hall, Paul Campbell, Mary Lou Henner, and more, giving their behind-the-scenes details of their films.
As a patron, you also have the chance to provide input into the podcast and even join us at different tiers.
So this Christmas season, spread some cheer to the Hallmarkies Patreon and become a member today. You won't regret it.
Go to patreon.com/Hallmarkies to learn more.
That's patreon.com/Hallmarkies.
We have Luke. He starts out, this Andrew Walker character. He's, I am your echo, I am your courage. Prepared is my middle name. He's ready to have twins.
Mhm.
I can't imagine. My cousin had triplets and twins.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a strong gene. Oh my God. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, our good friend Caroline, she's one of triplets. I
Look how good
can't.
that she is. Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, I
that.
can't.
Oh, yeah. And but he's struggling because he's got, how old do you think is the child? What is he supposed to be, like
Oh,
7, 8?
yeah, maybe like 7 or 8. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. But he promised to take him sledding. He's not fulfilling the promises. They're under a lot of stress.
Yeah.
And I can relate to that because I mean I was older. My mom had we kind of joke that there's sort of 2 batches of Wagner kids because there's us older kids and then there's 3 younger kids. And she started with batch number 2 when I was 10.
Okay.
And so it was 10, 16, and 18.
Wow.
Yeah, that I was. So that was an interesting experience. But I do know what it's like to have to sacrifice your parents to babies. I know what that's like. And it can be hard. I mean, all siblings have to sacrifice their parents for the other sibling. That's part of the deal, but I think it's especially true when there's a new baby.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they require so much more attention, money, and all kinds of things when
especially twins. I mean, yeah. So sometimes my younger siblings, I'm like, you have no idea what we sacrifice for you.
Oh,
you should be very grateful, but they're not.
You're like a true middle child. You're like literally in between. Like,
yes.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm middle and older child because I kind of had to be the mini mom.
Yeah,
and because I have an older brother, so I am a middle child of the first 3, and then and birth order is all messed up in my family. We're all just but yeah, I know what that's like. That it's hard to you want to do certain things. You want to, can my parents go on the field trip? No, they can't. They got a baby, like, and like at the time my dad was working, like he was self-employed at the time. He was working like 90 hours a week. They had a brand new baby, and when the 16, they had a brand new baby, plus they had a 6-year-old. So, it's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. Luckily, I mean, it wasn't too big of a problem because I was super independent. So I was just like, leave me alone. So it was okay. But there were moments. That, so I can understand why he would be annoyed and upset about wanting to go sledding and things.
Like he just wants to do the things he wants to do, and then figuring out he can't do any of them, and it's because
yeah. So Stephen, this is Paul Campbell's character, he is agonizing about every single decision about the wedding.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of wondering, do you think, I don't know how old you were when you got married. You were younger, or
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I was young.
Yeah.
I was 23 when I was actually married.
Okay. Because I wonder if getting married older, you're more going to be more kind of stressed out about it or less stressed out about it. Because I feel like I would be less. I would just be like, I just want to get married. Who
Yeah,
cares?
I feel like in my opinion, since I was younger, obviously, I feel like it would be less stressful when you're older and you like don't care as much about stuff and you're just kind of
Yeah.
grounded and mature and like,
But
oh,
then on the other hand, you've been thinking about it all this time
that's true.
and
That's
about what you want to have and you built it up and I could kind of see
so
that side
many
too.
weddings. You're like, oh, I want that, but not that. That was bad.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it probably really depends on the type of person you are. So yeah.
but I think he is kind of subconsciously almost trying to stall things
Mm,
because he's
just
worried about it.
yeah.
Yeah. And then we have Taylor, that's Tyler's character. He's pitching a partnership with this video game company. And they're all like, no suits. There's no suits here. And there's limitless possibilities at this gaming company. And he sees that Fiona is there at Taylor's new office because they've broken up. That's the only of the couplings that's broken up.
Hmm.
It was interesting because I can't remember what the name of the other girl is that um, Taylor is dating. I can't remember her name.
Uh,
No, not Susie. That's what's her name? Um, I can't think of her name. Anyway, but it was an unusual pairing for Tyler because usually they don't have him with more of a like tomboy-esque
mhm.
match.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was she kind of felt that to me. And maybe that's not a PC term anymore. I don't know. But this just was an unusual match, I felt like, for Tyler.
I agree. I
Yeah.
think she's definitely different than like anybody else that they've paired him with.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think what he is really good at is he is really good at making whoever he's paired with the star,
Mhm.
making it like he's just even if he maybe doesn't have like the most amazing chemistry with somebody, you, I always feel like such an intentionality on his part of what is he doing to like make the female co-stars shine,
Yeah,
you
no, you
know?
can definitely feel that, I think.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just
And that's why movies like Never Been Kissed, that doesn't work because not only are there two women both vying for his attention, so he can't do that, but also he's like a total jerk. And so he's supposed to be all this like cool guy from high school or whatever. That doesn't work because he can't do that. He can't be that person, you
yeah,
know?
sure.
So, but here he can do that even in a few scenes. It's not a lot, but and I like his character of the three brothers. I think he's like the most interesting because you don't expect to see a male figure character like him in a Hallmark movie.
Yeah, yeah, he's definitely a different kind of character for a Hallmark movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is good. We need to have different
Yeah.
kinds of
Yeah,
people.
usually
Always need straight laced and
yeah.
whatever
Well,
responsible.
Hallmark, you either usually get a suit type guy or a corporate guy, basically, or a homegrown
Yeah.
man, one or the other. Some variety. It's like Palaha on one side um, and like I don't know, like Cameron Matheson or something on the other side that you get. But we have Tyler's character in here and Fiona. There's like a little bit of tension. She is like working at this company, so it's like, oh, what would happen then? Because they're dating this other person, and so what's going on. He'd have to move to San Francisco. I mean, you can relate to that. I mean, you recently had to move, and now you're back, so that's but that would be really hard.
Yeah, that would be, especially like, I mean, like my brother and I like aren't like very close. So like that's not like, it's not
Hmm.
it wasn't like hard for me in that way specifically, but them,
Yeah,
the three of them are very close. So that
right.
would be very hard to be like on the other side of the country, like very
Yeah.
far away from your two brothers that you're like very close to.
Yeah, that would be hard. So then we have they're all crashing at mom's, and they find out that mom's selling the house.
Mhm.
And I don't know if this is not something that I can relate with because my parents have moved quite a bit. So they don't even live in the same state where I was. They don't even live in the same state where I was, in high school and that kind of thing. I don't know. What about you? Have your parents moved around or have they stayed?
Honestly, they have like moved around, but like within like a 3 mile radius.
Yeah.
So, but when they did, like I was raised, the house I was raised in from third grade until like 4 years ago when they sold it. I was sad. Well, I was like, I'm never gonna come back to this because I've been there since I was in third grade. Like I've been
Yeah.
literally it's like my whole basically like my whole life when I came back
Hmm.
to college, like anytime, Nashville when I drove back, I was always there. And then like 4 years ago they sold it and they lived like 2 miles down the street, down the literal same street. But yeah, I mean I
Yeah.
kept my keychain for like 2 years after that. Like I was just like, I'm sad that I'm never gonna be go back to this house. Um,
Yeah, that would, I mean, it's not something I can relate with, but I can imagine that that would be hard. All
Yeah,
those
it's just
memories.
really weird when it's not
Hmm.
there and you're not, it's such a weird feeling.
But they handled it pretty well compared to some of these other Hallmark people.
Yeah, they
They
did.
weren't, they were pretty mature. One problem that I have with this movie is I know that we have product placement in Hallmark movies, but this one was a lot.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, I, I had about a craving for a King's Hawaiian roll after I finished because there was so much.
Yeah.
It was too much Hallmark, you know.
How much did they do? Because I'm not the best. I do remember a few, but I don't remember how,
Yeah.
like, I didn't like, I probably didn't catch all of them. Um,
Yeah. Well, I mean, the King's Hawaiian was the biggest one.
yeah,
Yeah. That was the one I wrote down, but I feel like there were others that I
yeah,
can't think of off the top of my head. But it just felt it was a little much,
yeah. Because
you know.
it's always pretty like, okay, we understand it's spaced exactly so you can
Yeah.
see it. It's definitely in the frame of the scene, very clear, nothing blocking. It's like very,
Yeah. But then we have Susie's dad is now there, and he has this prize bird, and
a bird.
yeah, I mean, I feel like you need to instruct people on how to care for your prized pet. You can't just leave it there.
Yes. And even if your pet plays dead,
Yeah.
people that so they know
Well, so
when they
no.
dead. So
Yeah.
that was crazy.
Um, but that was probably some of the best gags of the movie is involving
Yeah,
the bird,
with the bird. Yeah.
Stephen and the bird.
Hmm.
And so then we have the bird flying away, Stephen freaking out, and then let's see here, a Taylor, he's like, I'm not going bird hunting with you. Uh, there's this whole conflict with the Santa and the elves. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was funny. That
Yeah.
was
And so now the boy, he wants to go skiing. He wanted to go sledding. Now he wants to go skiing. And yeah.
yeah, and there's just not time to do
Yeah.
things.
And so Luke starts to freak out because the kids make a mess of the fire station. He's
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have two of these running around.
Yeah. There was multiple times when he was
A
just like,
little late to think of that.
like, yeah, dude, this is gonna be a lot. Two at one time is
Uh-huh. Yeah. There were some fun little moments like the wrapping paper battle and the whole medieval times thing. That was
yeah,
funny.
that was
I
cute.
enjoyed that. The freak out session over the Christmas tree.
Yes,
That
yeah.
was fun. Um, the he doesn't deserve you sign. That
Oh,
was
that
funny.
was so cute.
That
Yeah.
was funny. That was funny. Please forgive Taylor for being a ginormous dummy.
Yeah.
He added the ginormous part. It was a strong choice. I stand by it.
Yeah, that was funny.
That felt like an ad lib. I would have to
Yeah,
ask
it
Russell if
probably
that
was.
was, but it was funny. And this is when the bird comes back, and they're like, "Are you kidding?"
Oh my gosh, yeah. That was
But the guinea pig in the tree that reminded me of National Lampoon's.
mm,
Chevy Chase. He's looking in, and the squirrel comes out of the tree.
oh,
My grandma loved that movie, and she would, especially at that scene with the squirrel, she would laugh to the point of concerning. Like we would be like, "Are you okay? Breathe!" Like she would
you're
laugh
too
so
old to laugh
hard.
hard. Yeah.
She laughed so hard at that. And the other thing that would make her laugh is the old lady, and they'd say Grace. They want you to say Grace. She would laugh because that was
Oh,
basically the way it was with her. Would be like Grandma.
yeah.
And when she says the Pledge of Allegiance, instead of they want you to say Grace, I
Yeah,
pledge
instead.
allegiance to the flag.
Oh wow,
That
yeah.
was so funny. And normally those kind of like holiday family chaos, movies aren't my thing, but Lampoons is the one I think
I
that
learned that because I listened to your clip today from the KSL movie show, and I was like, oh, that's one she likes. I was like, I didn't know that.
I love that you listen to that. Yeah, if people want to please check out Friday mornings, KSL movie show. If you just look up KSL movie show, you can listen to it live Friday mornings, or you can listen to like a podcast version. And I do sometimes put little clips and stuff like that on my channel and also on Hallmarkies podcast on the YouTube channel. So you definitely want to be subscribed there. But it's been like the most exciting thing in my life ever to be able to
Oh,
be a
that's so
co-host of the
fun.
movie show.
And they don't even realize, like, right now they have access to the greatest, most person who knows about Christmas movies on the entire planet.
Oh,
So,
they know. They know.
oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I didn't
Because
know. They
so,
really do.
last year I came in every week and did a special segment just for Christmas movies.
Yes, I remember.
And so then this year, and now I'm actually hosting,
Yeah.
which is really cool. But yeah, I do think I am the world's leading expert on Christmas movies.
I mean, I don't think there's someone who's watched more Christmas movies than I would
At
be.
least the made for TV variety.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure you could be in the Guinness Book of World Records. Honestly, like, I'm not even
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah. I mean, I think that I have seen, because we're going next year will be our 10th Christmas for the podcast. And I think that I will have seen a thousand
Wow.
Christmas movies. I mean,
Wow.
I've seen
Yeah.
10 Christmases. I watch about
I'm gonna say, I know it's like a
100 plus every year. So new, not including rewatches.
exactly, yeah, like new movies. They release like something.
That's wild.
That is wild.
I'd like to take a second to thank our sponsor for this episode of the podcast. It's Uncommon Goods. The countdown is on. Holiday shopping season is officially here. Uncommon Goods takes the stress out of gifting with thousands of unique, high-quality finds you won't see anywhere else. Don't wait. The most meaningful gifts get scooped up fast, and now's the perfect time to cross names off your list. what I really liked when I looked at their website is that you can go to the exact category of the person that you're shopping for. So you can look for gifts for women. And then in particular, they have a whole section for moms, for grandmas, for wives, for teenagers. And within each of those categories, there's all these creative ideas. And I had a lot of fun looking at the teen category. I have some nieces and different things that would be fun to shop for. And I love the creativity in so many of the gifts. You've got create your own reel viewers. You've got a photo and label printer. I definitely think there is something for everybody, and it's worth checking out their site. And it's also nice that when you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. Many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches, so shop now before they sell out this holiday season. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3.1 million to date. So don't wait. Cross those names off your list before the rush. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/Hallmarkies. That's uncommongoods.com/Hallmarkies for 15% off. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary. Even the stuff that I thought was fun, like the wrapping paper battle, it just all felt kind of sitcom-y. It just didn't feel as fresh as the other two. Which is maybe an unfair expectation, because how could the third one be? But the second one was so fun that I guess that's part of the thing. But again, it felt like I was sort of watching an episode of Full House rather than like, I don't know, something exciting.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So they got like a huge tree.
Yeah, it was big. It was very big.
And it was the other big product placement was Home Goods. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah.
I did have it written down. So King's Hawaiian and Home Goods, they paid up.
They did.
They got there. Thanks.
Funny.
They all decorate the tree together, including them working together to get Taylor to put the star. That was fun. And that was funny. And Susie's dad gets all upset. He's going to stay at the hotel. Which, man, I would probably just want to stay at a hotel anyway if you can afford it. I can't afford it, but if I could.
Space. There's too many people in that house. Like, it's one thing if it's like other people, but it's like so many people. It's like, I got my bird. Yeah, let me just go.
Yeah. So Luke, he's forgotten the anniversary. I mean, so you're married. How do you feel about that stuff like that? Because my parents don't care they're not into stuff. They half the time they're like, oh, it's our anniversary today. Oh yeah, it is.
I mean, when you've been married as long as they have, I can see how it would be like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't like, I mean, if he like doesn't say anything to me like the whole day, I'm gonna be like, do you remember that's our anniversary? But we don't like make some enormous deal about it, but we like always say something to it. And then we usually like just do something like go to dinner or some kind of like, joint, activity or something. And it could be,
I mean, I guess if you know that your loved one's love language is gifts, then maybe it's good to put it on the calendar.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm very into like, I'm that person, I guess. I'm like into like birthdays and holidays, and he's very much not. And so we're very different in that way, but he knows me, I want to like celebrate those things. So
So I thought that the whole fight with the elf was funny. With the elf like losing it and everything, and that's when you get Mark Leclerc in. I think I found the nerd convention, which is funny. And then they all get in their suits, their Christmas suits, and Mark's in the gingerbread outfit. Which was funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah. And then what do you think of them fighting in the ball bin?
I was just like, I was just like, okay, here we go. Like, crazy scene with the, in the store. And then they went to jail though. I was like, oh, they usually put people in jail. I was like, oh.
It did, again, it felt kind of sitcom-y, but it was, it was fun enough. They're in the mall jail. And the mom bails him out.
Yeah.
But then she stands up for him against the other dad, the bird dad.
Mhm.
And so that was, a nice moment. And then Sue, the what's her name, goes into labor,
Mhm.
the one with the twins. And that was, fun. And Bob comes, that's the guy's name, with the bird. He comes back, he apologizes, and he brings them cookies. And I did kind of wonder how old do you think all of these guys are supposed to be at this point?
That's a good question. I don't know. I wonder in that, in the movie, how old they're supposed to be. I would assume like kind of close-ish to their real age. Maybe like Andrew and Paul are supposed to be like, like early 40s, and Taylor's supposed to be like upper 30s. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, because Paul Campbell, he's 46.
Hmm. So maybe they're,
So
yeah. I mean, I think Tyler's probably playing. I mean, he's
same
like,
with Andrew Walker's also 46. Let's see
okay,
how
yeah,
old Tyler is.
he might be.
Tyler's the young one. He's 39.
Yeah, so he could have been playing like maybe his age, but I feel like they probably were playing a little bit younger, maybe. I don't
Hmm.
know.
Yeah. So then we have Steven. He says, "Well, marry me right now," to Susie. And that's when we get Jerry coming back so that he can marry them. And then we also get Luke giving his wife an anniversary ring.
Mhm.
And then Taylor asks the girlfriend to move to San Francisco.
Yeah, that's cute.
So Steven gets married. Mark Leclerc is Santa. He gets the toy for the young
Yes.
kid. There's like a Mighty Mac toy
Yeah, some
that,
robot.
that he wants. And they kind of throw together this quick little wedding, that was fun. And yeah, so I mean, I would give this one like 3 out of 5 crowns, which I gave the other two almost. I think I give them both almost perfect scores. So I was
Hmm.
really high in them.
Yeah,
But I don't know. What do you think?
I would give it maybe 3.5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I'd like to take a second to thank our sponsor for this episode of the podcast. It's Baker Publishing Group and Melody Carlson and her new book, Once Upon a Christmas Carol. Carol Langstrom hates Christmas. Being born on December 25th and growing up in a dysfunctional home has turned her into a modern-day Scrooge. Her plan? To escape this holiday in the Bahamas. But storms reroute her flight to Michigan. Amid the snowy landscape, she gets stuck on her aunt's farm and rediscovers a different kind of Christmas, one wrapped in love. Melody Carlson's holiday novella, Once Upon a Christmas Carol, delivers all the charm of a Hallmark movie woven with sweet romance featuring a Christmas Carol themes. Order your next Can't Put Down read today from bakerbookhouse.com for 30% off and free shipping today. That's 30% off and free shipping at bakerbookhouse.com. So let's talk about Tidings for the season. And this one is a serious TV newscaster's life changes when he meets his young superfan and the boy's hardworking single mom. As he embraces positive holiday stories, romance blooms, but a career opportunity forces him to choose between ambition and love. And it stars BJ Britt and Tamara Mowry Housley. And it's directed Linda Lisa Hayter, writers Joey Elkins, Blake Silver. So overall, what do you think about this one?
With this one, I mean, yeah, my expectation was I wanted it to be so good. I was like, oh, BJ and Tamara in a movie, and then I was just not. It didn't meet my expectation at all, unfortunately. It was really about the child. It was really like between the child and BJ, really, was most of the movie.
Yeah, they really didn't have that great of chemistry, but I can't really blame them because they don't have very many swoony scenes together. Even when they are together, they're talking about the kid.
Yeah,
It's
it's
about
it's
the
like
kid.
totally like around the kid, like the whole movie. Kind of
Yeah.
like actually I thought about when It was like in what's that show? The show from last year when Aaron Cahill's kid was like obsessed with Ian Harding, and you were just like, oh well, yeah, Aaron just comes with with
Oh yeah, yeah. What
it,
was that
it
one?
was kind of like that's how I kind of felt. I kind of felt like, oh well, Tamara just comes with this kid, and this kid, is obsessed with him, and the kid,
Oh yeah, yeah,
I kind of was like,
yeah. Oh yeah. What's that called?
I think
The
it's called holidays.
holidays. Yeah, yeah. That's right. Really, well, you see, that was extra funny because the guy was kind of in love with the leg. He
Yeah,
wanted that kid in his life, and so
yeah,
he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to be with the mom.
yeah. In this case,
Oh,
it was like the kid was just in love with the BJ,
the kid
was just
was,
hoping
yeah,
his mom would get with her.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um, and yeah, I don't know. I feel like a mean person because it's a child actor. I don't want to be too hard on child actors. Um, but he was a little much sometimes for me. He was a little, he was
well,
very eager. He was very excited. He did a good job, the actor, child actor, with what they asked him to do, but
yeah.
I don't know. It wasn't my favorite.
He's definitely very passionate about
Yeah, that's a
news.
nice way to
News
say
anchor.
it.
News
It's
anchor.
like, wow, you're a lot of personality.
Yeah.
And the kid is very eager. That's what I wrote.
Yes, he
Yeah,
was. And he convinced his school to take a field trip there. I mean, that's pretty,
yeah,
you have to be pretty eager,
yeah.
pretty passionate to do that. I mean,
I was also hoping that BJ would be a little better. I have to say, he was a little wooden, and I think that in the Groomsmen movie, I thought he was better in that,
yeah.
and seemed a little bit more comfortable.
Mhm.
And I don't know, this one, I don't know. I was just really expecting him to, because they've been using BJ so much in like promos and the Christmas experience and on the cruise and like all this stuff, and yet he hasn't done that many Hallmark movies for how much they use him, right?
Yeah,
So
this,
I was really excited. He was in a Mahogany movie, he was in that Groomsmen movie, but he hasn't done like a lot for how much they using him. And so I was really excited when I saw that he was in this,
mhm.
and I wanted to like him better than I did.
Yeah. This is actually his first one where he's the love interest and there's only like him and
Yeah.
is the Mahogany movie, he was like the angel,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well,
angel.
yeah.
And
In the Groomsmen he is,
yeah,
but
well, it's with the
yeah,
guys and stuff. So this was like a
yeah.
different dynamic. I don't know if he felt more nervous
Uh,
about it or just pressure. Or I'm not sure.
I mean, it was fun because I haven't been like in a news environment, but I've been kind of like news adjacent, so when I've been working on the movie show, and so it was kind of fun to see sort of Hallmark's take on on that. It would have been fun if we could have had Marianne, but she is out of town.
Mm,
But to see I'll have to ask her
yeah.
what she thought of this. She works in the news. But basically, this kid, he's like super excited, and he's on like a field trip,
Yeah.
and it was really cute the way that he like dressed like in little suit and little, like, that was adorable.
Yeah. That kid was very cute.
He was really really cute. And then he's sitting there. He sneaks away from his field trip, and he goes and he sees BJ there, and he starts hearing about all the news. And he's like, "Is your job to make people feel bad about the world?" And it's true. Like, I never watch local news. I
Never.
support it because I, want that. But it is pretty depressing unless there's like something happening that I particularly want to see, like, oh, I saw an accident, or there's
Yeah.
blizzard warning, or you know what I mean, something like that I might watch. But uh can be kind of a downer.
Well, I'm the same way. I definitely related to that because I was like, I never watch the news because it's so depressing. I'm like, I already
Yeah.
like so many depressing things on my social media. Like, I don't want
Yeah.
news and just watch them just say like all of these horrible things.
Yeah.
So I was like, I get that. And, yeah,
And somehow local news, I think, is more depressing than even the national, although the national can be a lot lately. But still, I don't know. It's like at least like with national news, you get like fluff, you get like entertainment, you get to hear about like whatever the Kardashians are doing or, nonsense. You get some of that, which you don't have that
yeah.
local.
Yeah.
So he's interested in this job in Minneapolis, and so he's interested in this job in Minneapolis, but he's not quite confident. It's kind of similar to what we have with Ted Cooper earlier, this year, and that he wears only gray suits.
Yeah, that's
so she gets one for his son, and that was cute.
Yeah.
His gray suits. He also the kid got little gift cards, because that was cute. And then so he does like he tries to BJ's character. He does like tries to do like a nicer story, and the producer who was really funny. The producer, he's like, your story's too soft.
Yeah, I know. He's like, we don't do soft. I'm like, dude,
like you're like a super villain.
Yeah, I know. He's like such a villain. I'm like, people want to hear something other than like horrible things happening.
Yeah. He's like, hope is something to hold in your hand, and the producer is like, this is absurd.
Yeah,
that was really good. So then you have like a little scene of them getting a Christmas tree. Because he's lost his Christmas spirit. It's never too late to find your way back to the things that matter.
It's true.
And so they go Christmas, and then they say, oh, it was nothing. And he's like, it was something to me, which was sweet. That was nice.
Yeah.
And then the producer, he realizes the error of his ways. He realizes that he's basically a Bond villain at this point.
Yeah. I mean, he literally
I'm sorry.
Like, I'm sorry. People actually watched it.
So you're going to have a deeper, more uplifting show. So the whole scene where they were at the park, was this like Christmas scene. I swear it looked like AI. I don't know what it was. There was something that looked so like it was weird. It looked so fake to me.
The one where they were by all the Christmas trees?
Yes.
Yeah, it did look
right?
It did look kind of weird.
Yeah. And I think it was probably just because that was probably filmed in July, and so they had to kind of make it look, but I don't know, it looked weird. It's like, what? But they were really trying to give that magical, feel to it.
Oh, and everything.
And they're even like smelling the tree, and she gives free, because she's like she's in like makeup.
Hair.
Yeah, hair and makeup. She gives free haircuts once a month, whoever needs one.
Yeah, that's good. People definitely need that.
And then he says to her, you make everything seem possible. The older couple that they reunite in the park, that was fun.
Oh, that was sweet.
If we're lucky, love finds a way.
That was
And that made me laugh because in Jurassic Park, life finds a way.
Oh.
Like, I don't think those meant the same thing.
Oh yeah, that's the same thing.
Finds a way. He asked her on a date, which was cute. And I liked when the little kitty says, you can have more than one happy.
Yeah, I did like that.
That was a good line. That was good.
Tell your mom, like, Mom, it's okay. Like, it's okay to have another happy besides me.
Yeah. He says, for the longest time, I thought it was key to stay outside the story. But he realizes, no, he has to have that like personal connection.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah, that is.
Which, I mean, it depends on what you're reporting. Like sometimes you do want that objectivity.
Yeah, that's true.
But if it's like a human interest story.
Yeah.
Um, there's like a little kiss, but then it gets interrupted by the cell phone.
Yeah.
Cell phones are the thief of love.
No, cell phones have ruined so many
They
things.
have ruined so many.
If there was a total, it would be insane. Oh my God. Especially in Hallmark movies, but in all movies, I mean, it's always cell phone rings. Okay, well, now
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna kiss you because the phone started ringing.
Yeah, there's no way. Like I would absolutely. I mean, because I feel like most people don't actually answer their phones anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody really does answer the
Mo-
phone. So it's
Most people, they let it just go to voicemail and they call them back. That's what I do.
that's what I do too.
I
Unless it's
certainly
like my
wouldn't.
mom or like somebody I know, like very close.
Even then, I go to the, I'll call you back. I'm not interrupting my kiss for my
Yeah, I
mom.
wouldn't want to interrupt my kids, but if I see her call, like, and I'm not doing anything, I'll pick it up. But
Yeah.
most of the time, if it's all these other numbers I don't know, I never.
Yeah. I was thinking about that the other day, that probably the biggest difference, like between when I was, say, in high school versus now, or one of the biggest differences, as far as just like one weird little thing, is that that I used to know like a lot of phone numbers, like
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah,
And now I basically only know two. My mom and I know my mom's and my dad's, and it's only because they've had the same number for like
yeah,
forever.
yeah,
And if they ever
exactly.
change their numbers, it's a goner. I
Yeah,
won't. Like I have no, I'm not.
I won't be able to memorize another number, so I
I
will
mean, I
be.
guess three because I know mine and then two others.
Yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
it is.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, I knew my parents because it was my whole life. It took me like until like 2 years ago to memorize my husband's number. I finally memorized like 2 years ago. Took me like 12 years to
Yeah.
memorize.
So
So
he gets the job offer, and her response was I thought a lot. Like I'm like, this is not a reasonable response. Like I don't know, just especially as like a working professional, she should understand that people get job offers and you have to consider it and weigh your options and figure things out. Like I don't know, what does she expect him to do? Be like, absolutely not. I will not even consider your offer. Hang
I
up.
mean,
I'm
yeah,
done.
you have to like, you know, you have to think about it and you
Yeah.
can't say no right away. That's just not smart. So you do have to just, listen to them, think about it, and then kind of decide. And he wasn't like saying he was accepting it right then or anything. He was just,
Yeah.
listening to, what they had to say.
And I
So
think it was even just the interview. He was just getting in an interview.
yeah, yeah.
And so, people get interviews, they have stuff.
Hmm.
Um, and then she says, he came into our lives to shine just at the right time, but he can't stay forever. Sad. And the boy's very sad.
Yeah.
But then we get this Christmas concert and he shows up.
Hmm.
Hero moment. And the kid interviews him, which was pretty cute.
Yeah, yeah, that
Yeah.
was
Sometimes you don't need facts, you need a connection.
right.
And he's like, I'm not going to move. And they make you want to be the best version of yourself.
Mm,
And he says, I'm not walking away from my dreams. I'm finally realizing that's where it is.
yeah.
And I think that would feel a little more believable if we'd had a little bit more time with the two of them.
Yeah, it really was like very little because it was really like the kids' movie. So it was
Mm-hmm.
very little with
But
them.
we can be happy for Junior BJ Brett. um, we can be happy for him that now he has a dad. Robbie, we can be happy for Robbie. Robbie now has a dad, so it's all good, and he can keep wearing his gray suits and his. And the kids like looking at them when they kiss at the end, which was kind of funny.
Yeah, yeah, he was.
He was like cheering them on.
He was. He was like, "Yes, I did it. It happened."
But yeah, I would give this one the same. I think I would give this also 3.
Yeah,
It's not unwatchable. I didn't hate it. I
yeah,
just was hoping I would love it more than I did.
I would give it a 3 also. Yeah, and I really wish Hallmark would. I feel like the last 3 movies, Tamara's like last 3 movies are all like very like around like her child in the movie. And I wish they would put her in a movie where it's
Yeah.
not totally revolving around the child. So the next one, I hope it's more like romantic.
Yeah,
And
I think maybe because she obviously is a mom and,
she plays a good mom. That's the
she is
thing.
a good mom. But
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there's the Haunted Harmony, but
Hmm.
yeah, it would be nice because the Scouting for Christmas, that kind of was.
Yeah. And
And the Inventing the Christmas Prince definitely was. But Santa Stakeout is by far the best one.
so good.
And I wish that we could get more of that.
Yes, yes. I wish we could get her, yeah, like in the very high, like comedic role again.
Hmm. That was really, really fun. And they had really good chemistry. The banter was really good. That one is worth checking out if y'all haven't seen the Santa Stakeout. It's a good one.
And
So
Hulu.
there we go. You can't win them all, but it had some sweet aspects, and so did the Wisest. So let us know what you think on both these movies. Where were you at on them? We'd love to hear in the comments or on social media. And where can people follow you?
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at awscott21.
And you can find me at Rachel's Reviews, all of our social media, iTunes, YouTube, and on Rotten Tomatoes. So check that out. Also, make sure that you're following the podcast, Hallmarkies Pod and Hallmarkies Podcast, all over social media. And if you are listening on iTunes, please leave your ratings and reviews. Really, really, really appreciate that, especially this time of year. And if you're watching on YouTube, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate that so much. We also have our patron group, which is the biggest way you can support everything we're doing. And we have an awesome patron event this month. We are going to have Tracy Andreen and Lee Friedlander, it's a writer and director, with us for our watch along. We're going to watch Switch for Christmas. And we're going to be able to hear all about it, how it was made, and it's going to be super fun. So that's what you get if you're if you're a member of the Patreon, you get to have cool experiences like that at any level. So please check out the Patreon. I would really appreciate it. And then we have the merch store where we have tons of holiday inspired merch. We've got tons of Hallmark, Hardee's, Postables, a movie inspired merch. So if you're looking for something for the Hallmarky in your life, it's a great place to look, our store. So please check that out. And thanks so much, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye.